This is the Christmas day here in Sweden. It's December 25, 2025. And I had wrong because I thought it should not be so many that listen at the podcast. But it was wrong of me. I don't know. I am just dumb like everyone else on earth. We don't know so much. And it's so far have it been 200 listeners on SoundCloud, and then I don't know on other platform how many there is that listen today, but I have not got the statistic yet, so I don't know where the listener are coming from. So I will know it later on. Most of the time I get it next morning, the statistic, because we are in different time zones, and those on SoundCloud, I think they are in United States somewhere, and there is many time zones in United States, but most of the time I think it's I can be wrong in this also, but it can be in the morning, I know it. But so I am curious about where they are coming from, these 200. It can be in one place. One person have downloaded 200 episodes. I will see later on. But I'm recording this, first of all, is because someone gave me a Christmas gift yesterday and wished me Merry Christmas. So that was my only Christmas gift that I have got this Christmas, and it was money, and you know, I am talking about that I need to see action in real life. I'm thankful for the money that is sending me, because I have lots of bills to pay because I moved. And so it's I thank you very much for the gift, Christmas gift. It's only one that have given me a Christmas gift. And then I check out my statistic on SoundCloud, and then it was I listen at it, because I don't remember what I have talking about in the spirit, because most of the time I am in the spirit, so I don't know what I have coming through to me in the spirit way. So that episode was very interesting to listen at. It was about, the title was "My Mother Came This Morning and Wanted to Tell Me About Afterlife." I say it once again. My mother came this morning and wanted to tell me about afterlife. And then I listened at it, and it was an angel that came and talked about, I think it was about afterlife. It was not afterlife. It was this, you that have listened, and you maybe remember that when I was in Israel, the first night I came to Israel and lay in the hotel room and tried to sleep, and I was sleeping when I wake up of a crash in the air, and I knew it was my mother that come through, and like she was with me in Israel, and my directly line from my mother in my DNA. A DNA test. My mother was Jewish, and her line, the DNA is in the house of David, in Jesus' family, and Virgin Mary. She come from there, and I didn't know that until I did my DNA. And now I knew that she wanted to be with me in Israel. And after Israel, she had never come through in that way that she had done before. And I was thinking that she maybe should stay in Israel now. When I was there, that I took her with me to Israel. But in this episode I'm talking about, that I know that it was after I come back from Israel, I knew that they are not staying in one place. The spirit world is not, they have no body, and they have not a planet where they are going to, where they live, because they are a spirit, and they don't need a place to stay at, because they don't have any body with them, and it's a spirit world, and they don't need to eat, and they did not have a place to stay, and so they can move around in the whole universe, and they are happy to be like that, because what make them happy is when they can get a contact with us wherever we live. I know that not everyone live on this planet. There is many solar system and many planets where there is life, but they are happy. That's their life. The angel's life is to reach us and could take contact with us, and we listen at them and understand what they are telling us. That's what their life are. They don't need a home. They are aligned with God. That's the only thing they need. And this episode was the angel coming and talking about that crash that was. So she told me that the crash was not my mother. So I have not remembered this, that the angel come and told me that the crash was not my mother in Israel. It was a crash of pieces that should be picked up to make it my life be completed and to understand my life. That was the crash I heard. And the angel was telling me that. And then behind her was my mother. And my mother was talking also, or mostly I was telling you about my mother, where she come from, and why she let men be before her in everything. And she taught me, she learned me to be like that, let men be before me. And so it's not about the DNA. I was talking about that in this episode, that it can be the DNA and it can be learning in life that we do. And for me, it have been maybe a mix of it, that I let men decide over my life and not take place and not take care of my life. I was the one that was walking after men, like my mother. So that is a very interesting episode you should listen at if you find it, because I'm up to 1,000 episodes now, so it's hard to find everything. But as long as the time have going with this podcast, have I come to know new things and understand things that can be good for you to know, even if you can't find those first episodes in the podcast. But those, what I'm talking about now is more true and more in the spirit and truth that I tell you now than what I told you from the start, because I didn't know anything. And I don't know anything today either. It's the spirits that tell me about what I should tell you. And they know everything. They know before I come down to earth and where I'm going. And I don't know where I'm going. I only wait to come home when I only wait that God is going to call me. And I don't need to know more than that. I don't need to have any control over my life. I should be under God like I have been to men before. Now I let the men doesn't take advance of me, that I was raised to let men always stand before me and do whatever they wanted to do. And that was evil things they wanted me to do the whole time. They didn't think about me. They only think about themselves. And I should be their slave in that way. And this is the Christmas day it's a Christmas day here in Sweden. but we don't celebrate this day. But in some way we celebrate it today in a modern way, because today we have many families. We have many families in different places, and those that have older people, they are going to, maybe one day they go to his parents and celebrate Christmas, and next day they are going to her parents to celebrate Christmas. They split up, and then if they have older kids, they maybe go there to the older kids and have Christmas. So Christmas can be for some days, and some are abroad, and then when they come home you have Christmas later on. There is many ways it can be, but for me it's the same the whole time, that I am by myself and I don't go anywhere. And I tell you this, that the doctor told me that I was too heavy to get surgery. He said that to me. I can't do surgery on you because you are too heavy, you are too fat. He said to me, and it can happen that after the surgery you have not your leg there. It can be wrong because you are fat and heavy. And that was for maybe 4 or 5 months ago. And today I have lost since then about 48 pounds, 48 lbs or 22 kilo. I have lost it, and I'm going to lose more. And it's interesting but scary also. Where should the loose skin go? Because I have very much loose skin now. I hope it can come together with my body, so it doesn't. It's going to be like this. It's when I walk, it's walking its own way, the skin. So, but I have written to the doctor that say he should make a surgery on me if I lose weight. So I wrote him now in Christmas that I have lost the weight that you wanted me to do. And then I got an answer from the hospital. They say that the case was ended, but they sent the doctor once again that I needed to do the surgery. And when I'm waiting now for the surgery, it's only to lose the weight, and not lose the weight in unhealthy. I need to eat, so I have told you that I have had anorexia in earlier life, and it was hard to come out from it, but I find out that the clothes I wear when I had the lowest weight, it was clothes for someone that was 11, 12 years old, and I was over 30 years old. So I understood that it's time to stop it, and I could stop it. But it was hard to start eating again. So, but this time I ate. I ate what I should eat, so I don't go into anorexia. But the difference I have done now is that I take serious about the medicine I have to digest the food, and it's working. I know it now, it's working, but I was scared before because I didn't get the medicine all the time that I needed to have. But now they tell me that we will give you as much as you want of this medicine. So I'm not frightened about it. So I take the medicine every time I eat a big meal. Sometimes if it's very greasy food, to fika, to coffee, like people drink. I don't drink coffee so much, but if there is cakes and buns and these fat things, then I take one of the medicine to digest it. So it's working fine. And I have checked out I have 2 scales for weight, and both of them are working. And I have told you that I bought one modern scale, and it didn't show anything. So I bought one more that was of the old style, and there it's showing me. And then when I check out this modern weight scale, it says that it doesn't work if I was too heavy. And that what was the wrong with it. But today I can weight on both of them. It's showing. So I'm not too heavy anymore. And I'm going to lose more, and it will be faster after Christmas and New Year Eve, because now I eat traditional food for those that was working hard. They needed to have this grease in their life, and we don't need that anymore, but I eat traditional food in Christmas. And in New Year Eve I eat also snacks, chips, and greasy things. But then after, in the first day, 2026, I stop eating this traditional food and start to eat lean food, so I lose weight more, so my need will not be so bad. If I don't get any surgery, then at least the only thing I can do is to lower the weight for my knees. So I do that, and not waiting for the doctor to tell me that I get a surgery, because I don't know if I get that, if it's only evil to me. But this with the podcast is also something that can help me, because they will see that on internet that I start to be famous. And that is where you step in, you that listen at my podcast, that the best you can do is to tell people about this podcast. So it's coming more and more and more people, and then the doctors maybe see that I do something in my life. I don't sit at home and eat cakes or pizza as they think I do, and that I don't have a life. But I have a life because I'm talking to you that listen at this podcast. So you can do this for me to tell people about this podcast. And I know it's have helped many people. So tell them so I can be more famous. I don't want to be famous so I am on the stage or television or radio. I want only to be famous so the doctor can see that she is important for people. She don't need to have children that is with her. She don't need a husband to be with her. She is standing strong in herself by doing that podcast. So that's what you can help me with. Or else, I don't know, my knee is going worse and worse, even if I have lowered my weight. It's sometimes it's fall out from the joint, and it's so extremely painful, and then it take all the energy from the brain. So I have to lay down and sleep. I sleep very much today because I'm healing also from these evil people that was around me before. Now I'm by myself and I decide on my own what will be in my life. It's the only one that can tell me what to do is God. That's the only, no human will tell me what I should do. And I hope I can stand with that. So not let them decide over my life, what will be or not will be. So I wish you a Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. And I maybe is coming back before New Year Eve. I have decided to make an episode to wish you a Happy New Year. And it's the same there, that not everyone celebrate the New Year Eve. Not that I come to know in Israel, there were no celebration for January 1st. And that I was thinking, oh, this should be interesting to see what they are doing in Israel in New Year Eve, but they don't celebrate it. And like in China, it's another day they celebrate. So not everything is what it is in your country or in my country. We need to know each other a little more. And I study all the countries that I see listen at me, people from different countries. And then I check out where you live and come to know a little more about your city. Even if I have lived in United States, there is cities that I don't know about, and one is interesting to see because my ancestor was coming from Sweden to United States, and then I see how many Swedish people there is in the cities that is in LDS Church in United States, and come to know the history of the church, of LDS Church. So that is interesting. You should know that. I check out your city and know where you are. Not exactly where you live, but what area or what city you are living in. So thank you for listening and for you that celebrate Christmas, a Merry Christmas. And for your other and you also that celebrate Christmas, God bless you.